In the world of tennis courts, these black tennis players excelled and made a name for themselves. Because they showed us that nothing is impossible for someone who matures, these players inspired us to dream. In today's video, we'll discuss the greatest black tennis players in history, their outstanding play, accomplishment, style of gameplay, and contribution to the sport. Stay with me to the very end. It promises to be an amazing journey. The world's tennis fans can't wait to see the ranks of the greatest black men's tennis players in history. In response to the growing interest and admiration for these well-known elite athletes and their incredible recent exploits, this fascinating list was thoughtfully assembled. 1. Arthur Ashe, United States. An American tennis player who was born in Richmond, Virginia on July 10, 1943, became the first black person to win a major men's singles tournament. Eventually, Arthur Ashe received a tennis scholarship to the University of California, Los Angeles, where he further developed his skills. His collegiate career was marked by significant achievements, including leading UCLA to an NCAA championship in 1965. Career highlights: Ashe captured the intercollegiate singles and doubles championships in 1965, the U.S. clay court singles championship in 1967, and the U.S. hard court singles championship in 1963. He won the amateur and open singles titles in the United States in 1968. He competed for the United States in the Davis Cup in 1963 to 1970, 1975, 1977 to 1978. In 1968, 1969, and 1970, he assisted the U.S. team in winning the Davis Cup Challenge final round. He turned professional in the later part of the year. His opposition to the apartheid government's racial policies in South Africa resulted in his being refused entry into the nation's open tournament. As a result, on March 23, 1970, South Africa was eliminated from the Davis Cup competition. He was ranked number 1 in the world of tennis in 1975 after winning the World Championship singles and the Wimbledon singles. He became captain of the American Davis Cup team in 1981 after he ended his playing career in 1980. He served in that capacity until 1985. At the age of 49, Arthur Ashe passed away in New York from pneumonia associated with AIDS on February 6, 1993. 2. Yannick Noah, France, is a French singer and former professional tennis player who was born on May 18, 1960. In 2005, he was admitted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Career highlights: After becoming pro in 1977, Noah won his first major singles championship in Manila in 1978. In 1983, he became the most well-known tennis hero in France when he won the French Open, one of the 4 Grand Slam singles tournaments, marking the first French victory in 37 years. Throughout the 2-week competition, he lost just 1 set. In the final, he defeated Sweden's Mats Wilander, the reigning champion, in straight sets, 6-2, 7-5, 7-6. He continues to be the most recent and last Frenchman to win the men's singles title at the French Open. In addition to his achievements in tennis, Yannick Noah has achieved success in the music industry. He has put out multiple albums, and his sound is a blend of pop, African rhythms, and reggae. Yannick Noah is engaged in several philanthropic activities. He has devoted his life to fighting poverty and advancing education across Africa, especially in Cameroon, the birthplace of his father. Yannick Noah went after a career in coaching when he retired from the professional tennis circuit. Several French tennis players have benefited from his mentoring, as he shares his knowledge and helps them realize their full potential. 3. James Blake, United States. An American tennis player who was formerly a professional, born on December 28, 1979. Career highlights: James Blake made a name for himself in the ATP circuit throughout the 2000s because of his beautiful single-handed backhand and powerful flat forehands. His best performances came in 2003 when he made it to the Indian Wells quarterfinals, finished in the round of 16 at the Australian Open, Cincinnati, and Miami, advanced to the San Jose semifinals, and faced off against Strichofen in the Long Island finals. Blake had a challenging year in 2004. He broke his neck in May when he slipped on the clay and ran into the net post during his practice sessions with Robbie Ginepri for the Masters event in Rome. He had a dismal first half of 2005 due to his injuries and personal problems. In April, he was ranked 210th. He defeated Russian Igor Andreev in the Sydney final to win the tournament and claimed his 4th ATP Tour title at the start of 2006. 4. Malivai, Washington, United States, is an American tennis player who was born on June 20, 1969, and played professionally. Career highlights. In 1992, Washington experienced a breakout year. He won the Memphis title, upsetting Wayne Ferreira, the 7th-seeded player, in the final, and the U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships in Charlotte, North Carolina, when he defeated Claudio Mezzotri in the championship match. In October, he achieved a career-high rating of 11. Washington defeated 2nd-seeded Michael Stich in the opening round of the 1994 Australian Open, then defeated Mats Wilander in 5 sets in the 4th round to advance to his first Grand Slam quarterfinal. During the U.S. summer hardcourt season, he also defeated Stefan Edberg and Michael Chang. In October, he won his 3rd ATP title in Ostrava. Washington's 2nd-place finish at the Wimbledon Championships in 1996 marked his greatest Grand Slam achievement. In the 2nd round, he overcame Thomas Engqvist, ranked 9th, and in the quarterfinal, he overcame Todd Martin, behind 1-0 in the 5th set before prevailing 10-8. 5. Gaël Monfils, France. He is a French professional tennis player who was born on September 1, 1986. Career highlights. Monfils is typically characterized as a baseliner who defeats opponents with consistency and placement. He is renowned for his agility in court coverage, frequently retrieving balls with slides even on hard courts. His ability to switch gears fast from defense to attack might surprise his opponents. On occasion, Monfils shows that he can achieve fast ground strokes off both wings, particularly with his forehand, which has a top speed of 199 km/h. Throughout his career, he has developed a reputation for flair and daring shot placement. Highlights of his career have included 3 ATP Masters 1000 finals, 2 at the Paris Masters in 2009 and 2010, 1 at the 2016 Monte Carlo Masters, and 2 major semifinal appearances at the U.S. Open in 2008 and the French Open in 2010. In 2005, Monfils won the ATP Newcomer of the Year award. 6. Jo-Wilfried, Tsonga, France. A French former professional tennis player, he was born on April 17, 1985. Career highlights. Tsonga was well known for his aggressive baseline play, but he could also change things up by sprinting to the basket. Considering his height, he was thought to have very good court mobility. In February 2012, he attained the highest ranking in the world, according to the Association of Tennis Professionals ATP. Perhaps Tsonga's most well-known rivalry is with Novak Djokovic. Djokovic has won 17-6, including 7-1 in the majors in their 23 meetings. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, the top 2 players, were upset in straight sets by Tsonga in their respective semifinals. On the ATP Tour, Tsonga won 18 singles championships, including 2 Masters 1000 crowns. 7. Dustin Brown, Germany, but represents Jamaica. Career highlights. Known for his unique playing style, often described as flamboyant and entertaining, with a strong emphasis on serve and volley tactics. Achieved a career-high singles ranking of No. 64 in October 2016. Gained widespread attention for his victories over Rafael Nadal at Wimbledon, first in 2014, 2nd round, and again in 2015, 2nd round. Both times showcasing his distinctive aggressive style of play. Has won several ATP Challenger and ITF Futures titles. Represented Jamaica early in his career before switching to represent Germany in 2010. 8. Nicholas Monroe, United States. An American tennis player who was formerly a professional, born on April 12, 1982. Career highlights. Monroe was an expert at doubles. In his career, he won 13 ATP Challenger Tour titles, 4 ATP Tour doubles championships, and a career-high position of No. 30 in the ATP doubles rankings on October 2, 2017. His career longevity is quite remarkable. He began competing professionally in 2001 and faced off against several elite players, including Zach Fleischmann, Robert Yim, Karan Rastogi, Sunil Kumarsapaya, and many more. He retired in 2022 at the Wimbledon Championship, where he partnered with Tommy Paul in an alternate pairing for the ATP Tour's US Open, where they were defeated in the 2nd round by Fabio Fogging and Simone Baselli. 9. Francis Tiafoe, United States. American professional tennis player, born January 20, 1998. Career highlights. On June 19, 2023, he achieved his career-high ranking of number 10 in singles and number 160 in doubles on November 1, 2021. At the 2018 Delray Beach Open, Tiafoe captured his first of 3 ATP titles, making history as the youngest American player to win an ATP Tour event since Andy Roddick in 2002. In the U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships in Houston in 2023, he won his second clay court title. In Stuttgart in 2023, he won his third grass court trophy. After Arthur Ashe and James Blake, he became the first American from Sierra Leone to be rated in the top 10 of the Association of Tennis Professionals ATP on June 19, 2023. 10. Felix Auger-Aliassime, Canada. Career highlights. This Canadian professional tennis player was born on August 8, 2000. Tennis player Auger-Aliassime plays only on courts. The Rogers Cup is his favorite tournament, while the forehand is his favorite shot. On November 7, 2022, he reached his career-high singles position of number 6, making him the second highest-ranked Canadian male in the history of the ATP rankings and the fourth highest-ranked Canadian player overall. His doubles ranking, as of November 1, 2021, is number 60. He was chosen as the Canadian Press Athlete of the Year for 2022. He has 5 ATP Tour singles victories and 1 doubles victory. Every time he has won a point on the tour since 2020, he has donated $5 to a charitable cause. Sponsor BNP Paribas has tripled this amount, totaling €329,720 for youth education. The top 10 male tennis players featured in this video are among the greatest players in history, having achieved professional success and made significant contributions to the expansion of tennis worldwide. Despite the many obstacles they overcame, their mindset was always on the future, not the situation at hand. If you enjoyed this video, kindly hit the subscribe and like button for more. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload new videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.